lights, camera, Coco. In reality, guys, that's been sitting there for like an hour and it's freaking cold. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video for you guys. And today's video is going to be one that you've all been commenting so much on all my videos that you guys want to see. And it's going to be the MacBook Air versus the MacBook Pro. Now, I've been holding off on this video because I've been wanting to wait till I could have the MacBook Pro in my hands to compare it to you guys. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and just compare it with the one I have in my hands and what I know about the MacBook Pro. And I have seen it in person for a good long while, and I've actually done some comparison. So I'm just going to be comparing a lot of things to you guys. It's going to be like comparing size, volume, speed, all of that good stuff, so you guys can see what is the best option for you guys. So the big question for this video is going to be, which is better, the MacBook Pro or the MacBook Air versus, yes. Alright, without further ado, don't forget to give it a humongous thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let's go into the video. Okay guys, so I was originally going to film this video a really long time ago. So me and my friend actually made some notes on the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro, so we're going to be going over them, and I'm just going to be talking to you guys about the pros and cons for both of them, and just comparing them on size, cost, all of that good stuff. So let's go. So pretty much the main thing on comparing is cost, because you can like the MacBook Pro way better than you like the MacBook Air, but the price is what sucks. Let's be honest, it sucks. The price of my MacBook Air is originally $1,000. I paid $800 for it at Best Buy. It was a sale, so I got it on sale. And the MacBook Pro, my friend, she paid $1,500. So that is another $500 original price, or $700 without the sale. So there's a big difference there. I mean, if you guys are like me and you guys are making an income, that's a lot of money to save up. Let's be honest. Oh, if you're watching this and you are like, I want a MacBook Air but I can't afford it, how do I make money? Comment down below, #can't afford that. I personally wouldn't be able to afford this if I didn't have a place that I was working at. I was working at my grandpa's store, that's how I could afford this. But if you guys don't have a place to work out, this is like very hard to achieve this amount of money. Like, so obviously the MacBook Air wins on the price, so point to the MacBook Air. The next one is speed. Now, I'm not going to be able to test this in front of you guys. I just want to tell you guys that when we compared the MacBook Air to the MacBook Pro side by side and we opened a browser, the MacBook Pro was obviously faster because the MacBook Pro is meant to be faster and better. So the MacBook Pro wins on that one. So point for the MacBook Pro. Before the resolution, I don't know exact details because I'll be the first to tell you guys, I'm not like highly educated on the resolutions and all of the, you know, I'm just like a normal average girl trying to give you guys my opinion and my perspective on all of these gadgets. Then I'm just here to tell you my opinion on the first-hand look at all this stuff. So the resolution, which is pretty much like how good the screen looks and all that good stuff, the MacBook Air is pretty nice, but compared to the MacBook Pro, it is nothing. The MacBook Pro comes with Retina display, and honestly, side by side, the MacBook Pro is so sharp. Like, that's one thing that makes me super jealous of everyone who owns a MacBook Pro, is the resolution and just the screen is, oh, it's so beautiful. And like, I honestly, that's what makes me kind of wish I would have saved up another $500 so I could get the MacBook Pro, because it's so nice. I wish I could show you guys up in person, but I can't. I don't have it. I can only afford one MacBook, okay? #can't afford that. So for the resolution and just overall the nice screen goes to the MacBook Pro. Ow, my feet. Okay guys, now on to battery life. So the battery life on the MacBook Air says it's supposed to last 12 hours. And while on the MacBook Pro only says 10 hours. You'd think since the MacBook Pro would cost more, you'd think it would last longer. But since MacBook Pro does have Retina display, I would, I guess it should take up more battery. Makes sense. So if you guys are looking at the technical point of view, then the MacBook Air wins. But My MacBook Air does not last that long. I don't know if it's just my MacBook Air, but mine lasts... Okay guys, a little explaining to do. So in my MacBook Air review, a lot of people commented a lot of hate because I said it only lasts about 3 hours. Let it be known that I am not good at time estimates. Oops. I've not timed it. I'm not even gonna say how long I think it lasts, but it definitely doesn't last 12 hours. I kind of want to time it now and just leave it on all day and see how long it'll last. You comment down below, should I do that in actual testing of the MacBook Air battery? Because it doesn't die in only 3 hours. It actually lasts longer than that. For sure, but it doesn't last 12 hours. So, Apple, I'm through with your lies. Get out of here. I'm sorry, I'm rambling too much. But if we're looking at the technical side of this, MacBook Air wins. So for the battery, MacBook Air gets the point. Guys, so that's all we're going to be comparing. But now we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of both of them. So we'll start for the MacBook Pro. So the MacBook Pros of the pros of the MacBook Pro. The pros for the MacBook Pro is that it's smaller. Personally, I think that if my MacBook was a bit smaller, I would appreciate it without losing any screen space, and that's pretty much what the MacBook Pro is. The MacBook Pro speakers sounded better to us when we listened to them side by side, so the MacBook Pro wins for the speakers. MacBook Pro's keyboard is so much better than the MacBook Air's because the MacBook Air, it has space in between the keyboard, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a space in between where like a lot of stuff can fall into. So like it has like a little tiny space and a lot of stuff falls in there. It's gonna mess up the computer eventually. And while as the MacBook Pro, it's like, it doesn't like, there's no space for anything to get in there. So, you know, you don't have to worry about food or dog hair getting into your computer because the keyboard doesn't pop up. Make sense? No, I'm not making any sense. Let's continue. So that's a good thing about the MacBook Pro. Some huge cons for the MacBook Pro is that it doesn't come with an SD slot, which is very, very important if you are a YouTuber or if you just like taking pictures and importing them to your computer. Not gonna happen because it doesn't have this little slot right here. Can y'all even see that? Stop getting my face! It doesn't have that little slot where the card goes in, which really disappointed my friend because now she can't import her videos. You actually have to buy a little adapter for that, which, boo, Apple. You're making us spend more money for accessories that could come with the computer. Come on. The next one's a little smaller, which is another con for the MacBook Pro, is that the Apple logo does not light up like the MacBook Air does, which is just a nice feature to have, but the MacBook Pro doesn't have that, so. Now for the pros for the MacBook Air. So for the pros for the MacBook Air is that it's light, you know, it's easy to take around, easy to carry, and if you're always on the go, this would be great for you. The next pro is that it does have an SD slot. That's really great. When I found out it had an SD slot, I was like jumping for joy because that makes my life so much easier. Now for the cons for the MacBook Air. Material, I think I've said this before, the material on the MacBook Air really looks gross. Just with this material, you can really see like every single piece of hair and dust is on it, and it bothers me really bad. And sometimes it feels like dirty-ish. Like I don't really like the material it's made of, but that's just a pro with the MacBook Air. The next con is pretty much the pro for the MacBook Pro. Not making any sense. But like I said, this has that space in between the keyboards, which really sucks, and a lot of stuff gets in there, so that's a con for that. And the speakers are not as good as the MacBook Pro, so that's a con for the MacBook Air. And some things that we like for both computers is that they both come up with the light up keyboards, which makes it really nice and really easy to type during the nighttime, which I really think is a nice feature for both the MacBooks. So one more thing that I forgot to mention is that the MacBook Air, the charger is like magnetic, so it kind of like sticks onto there, but the MacBook Pro you have to manually stick it in there. So if that is a big thing for you, then yeah, but yeah, oh my god, what is wrong with me? I don't know. I'm over here like comparing laptops, like what has my life come to? So now for the answer. Which one is better? The MacBook Pro, MacBook Air? Drumroll please. This is my personal opinion, not based on you guys. If you guys want to leave me your opinion, leave it in the comments down below. Okay, so my personal opinion is that the winner is both of them. It really just depends on what you prefer. If you guys have the extra $500 to get the MacBook Pro, I would definitely recommend getting the MacBook Pro instead. But if you guys are on a budget and you guys don't want to wait 2 years before you can buy your MacBook, I think that you should just get the MacBook Air because it's pretty much just as good. So if you guys have the money for the MacBook Pro, get it. If not, the MacBook Air is just as great. So that's my final answer. And hopefully you guys aren't disappointed by it. I think they're both great. MacBook Pro, again, if I had to choose between two of them, like which one I would get without the prices, it would be the MacBook Pro, just because it is meant to be a better product because the price is higher, so it makes sense that it would be better. Yes. So I hope this video helped you out, guys. If it did, make sure to get a humongous thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, but guys, let's talk about 1.4K strong. You guys are amazing. You guys make my life so much better every day. Just seeing your comments really makes my day because you guys are awesome, man. Awesome. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Again, I love you guys so much. You guys are so amazing, and I'll see you guys next Saturday.
Underneath the palm trees, you can leave your worries. Listen to the waves. They say you wanna get so high. Breathe